So for moisturizer, I'm taking this Clinique My Holy Grail. So finally it arrived, it got delivered from Nykaa. So I'm just taking this for my moisturizer. So don't mind, this yellow thing is just turmeric. So a lot of you have asked me why I don't use a primer. So basically I don't need a primer. My skin it is good on its own. So if at all I want to last it a very long time, I will use this setting spray before I start the makeup. So I'm starting with this Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. So if you think your skin needs a primer, please go use a primer after moisturizing. Leave a little 20 to 30 seconds in between moisturizing and the makeup, so that the moisturizer it will sink into your face well before you apply any kind of makeup on top of it. So for the foundation, I'm taking the NARS Longwear Radiant Foundation, and I'm in the shade Syracuse. I'm gonna shake it.
I'm gonna rub it and make it warmer, and then apply it on my face.
Since this has a very good coverage, and also I'm going to use a good buildable concealer, I'm not using any orange corrector on my face. And then for concealer, I'm taking this NARS Longwear Radiant concealer in the shade Ginger. As usual, I'm going to apply it wherever I need some brightness going on in my face. Taking a mini blender to blend it in the inner corners of my eyes. And next, for setting my face, I'm just taking this MAC Compact, this Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation in the shade NC42. I'm going to take this brush. This is a random brush from Shein, and this says this is a tapered highlighter brush. And for the rest of my face, I'm taking a large powder brush. So for contouring, as usual, you know guys, my usual drill NW45 for my contouring. Again, taking the dual end brush. So my base is almost done. So for the blush, I'm taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio, and I'm taking my Real End blush brush, and I'm gonna mix all these three shades. So again we forgot to contour our nose, and I'm just taking the NW45 compact from MAC. I'm just dipping in lightly. Next we can move on to the eyebrows. For eyebrows, I'm taking my all-time favorite, the L'Oreal Paris Pro Artist. So next we can move on to the eyes. For the eyes, I'm taking this Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. This is the old Rose Gold palette, not the remastered one. So I'm taking the shade Sandalwood, Henna and Cocoa. Just going to do my lower eyes. So for my crease, and for the transition shade, I'm taking the shade Sandalwood and Henna. And to lightly darken up my outer corner, I'm taking the shade Cocoa. And for the shimmer shade, I'm taking this shade. This shade is called Dubai, and I'm just going to place it on the lids. With the same brush which we used for the lower eyelids, I'm taking the same shade Dubai in my brush. Just going to work it lightly on the lower part of the eyes. Then I'm taking this shade Moon Dust, and I'm going to place it on my inner corners. I'm taking the Moon Dust shade for my eyebrow highlighter. I'm taking the shade Cocoa and Henna, and I'm just going to work it on my upper lids. For the eyeliner, I'm using this Inglot AMC 77 gel liner, a Sigma 11 brush. for the kohl, I'm taking this Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner gel, eyeliner eye pencil. Lightly smudging out the lower waterline, I'm taking this shade from Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I'm using this eyelash color. This is from Tarte. I'm taking this lash and I'm taking this eyelash adhesive from, this is the Duo eyelash adhesive. This is my favorite and I'm just going to directly apply it from the tube. If you have no practice or if you are not comfortable with doing this, you can always take it on the tip of the brush, or you could use this any kind of bobby pin. You can like apply some eyelash glue on behind the bobby pin, and then you can directly apply it on the eyelash. So let it dry for like 20 to 30 seconds. So do not apply the eyelashes directly after you apply the eyelash glue, because it won't stick to the eyes, and it will take a very long time to adjust on to the eyes. So if you dry it for like 30 to 20 seconds, it will dry it off, and when you place it on your eyes, it just sticks like that. So I'm just going to show you how to place this eyelash on your eyes. So I'm just holding the eyelash on the tip. Take a mirror or any closed mirror with you. Place it on the center of the eyelids. Make sure it is as close as possible to your eyelashes. First you'll place the center, and then the outer tip, and then the inner tip. Don't mind the white color glue, it will dry off transparent. So again, hold the eyelash on the tip of the eyelash and then place it. Don't close your eyes while placing the eyelashes, or the eyelash won't be like this curl, it will be like a flatter. Place the center of the eyelash first, and then the end. Give it a gentle push so that it stays put. So most of us might or might not get tears while applying eyelashes, so take a tissue, you can like fold it like this, and always take the tears from the tip of the eyes, otherwise it can disturb your eyeshadows and all the makeup you have applied. And then I'm going to apply a very fine coat of mascara. So this is the mascara from L'Oreal Paris, and this is the False Lash Superstar Mascara. then for the final tip of the eyes, I'm just going to take the eyeliner gel, and I'm just going to clean the upper part of the liner. That's it guys, it's very simple, it takes practice, and now you know how to apply fake eyelashes in a simple way. For the lips, I'm taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette. I'm in a little dilemma of what shade to use today. Since we have gone very bold with the eyes, I don't want to go very bold with the lips, so I'm just taking this shade. So before styling your hair, make sure your hair doesn't have any tangles. So I'm just going to detangle my hair. For this hair, you will need some bobby pins, and some U-pins. So for this look, I'm just going to take a complete bun like this and then do a simple konde, a small center partition, not all the way till the top. This would be enough. And rest of the hair I'm just taking backwards. This is going to be a messy kind of a bun, so that you don't have to be really working on your hair. So as you can see, I'm just going to take this crown part here and I'm going to backcomb it. I'm taking this part. And I'm going to backcomb it. This is the roughly backcombed hair now we've got here. So we are going to take it on to the back. So I'll just take it like this. I'm letting some bits and bits here. I don't want to be like shaved a kind of hair. So I'm just taking this bobby pin. I'm just cross pinning it so that it won't come out. Taking a bobby pin. I'm taking another bobby pin. I'm just going to cross pin it. So if you want this part to be little lifted, you can always pull this. So now what we are going to do is we are going to braid the hair. If you don't have long hair like me, so my hair is like till here. So now what we are going to do is we are going to braid our hair. So if you don't have a long hair like me, you don't have to braid the hair. You can twist the hair like this, and then you can do whatever I'm doing after braiding the hair. So braid the hair till the tip, and all you want to do is twist it. I don't know what it looks from the back, so it is going to be messy. It is not a very clean kind of kondai, so it will be messy, okay? So I've just twisted it. So this is how the base of the kondai will look. And then I'm just going to secure it with some U-pins and some bobby pins. Put as many as you want so that it will be sturdy and it won't fall out. Anyways, we are going to hide it with this jasmine flowers, so don't go so neat with the bun.